think. Adrian, why are we not going on? Holy crap.
You're on.
Am I?
Yep. You're live.
But is there a screen?
No, it's just a black screen.
Well, I'm pushing the button. I'm pushing the button. Adrian, did he tell you something?
No.
Adrian, why am I not on? I have the camera on. Everything's on. I hit go live. Adrian, wake up. I'm sorry, guys. I'm pushing the button. Oh, I probably need to do this too. Unmute, right? Yeah. Oh, he's there.
There we are. I see it. Are we good?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. All right. Yay! All right. Well, whew. Okay. Well, welcome. We had no intro, and we didn't know we were going to be on, but cool.
We're just going with it.
We're here.
Yeah.
This has just been a morning already.
Yeah.
With some fun stories and all that. But yes, welcome to the morning show here on Main Street TV. And we have a couple of special guests here in the studio today. So first up is Ashley here from the Mary Family Winery. And we are going to celebrate National Red Wine Day
Absolutely.
by talking about red wine.
Yes. We should have had that song, Red Wine.
Red wine. Yeah, we could have. Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Amanda, sing.
Oh, I'm okay.
No, okay. No, she's no fun.
She is.
No, she's a lot of fun. But no, welcome to the show. And we're so happy to have you here. And we're going to find out about some of the stuff that is going on at Mary Family Winery and celebrate National Red Wine Day.
Yeah.
But we're not going to drink any red wine.
Not right now,
Probably
which
later.
is sad, but
I can guarantee you that red wine is in my future today.
yes.
Yeah.
It needs to. That's part of the celebration.
Because you can't not celebrate.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, I won't be working while I do it. But it might be
No.
later tonight. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Very good. Cheryl, do we have a message to play?
Yes.
Okay. We do have a message to play, we think. And then we will be back and talk about National Red Wine Day in just a second.
I'm pushing the button. I'm pushing the button.
She's pushing the
I'm
button.
pushing the button.
It's not working.
It's not working.
Okay. Well, would you flip our lights on too? I forgot to do that. There, no. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Good. Okay. That makes us look better.
There you go. Just the right lighting.
Well, I'll tell you what, let's just get into it and then we'll figure out how to play the messages here in a little bit. So
Sounds
tell
good.
us a little bit so you took over Mary Family Winery. How long's it been now?
We took over January 31st. So, yeah.
I'm sure it's been a whirlwind.
It has. I was thinking about that on the drive over. Like, holy cow, I don't know how everything has transpired and how we have time for anything, but we
It
do.
probably seems like 5 minutes and 500, years.
Right.
Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah.
Like how it's just crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Always something going on, always something new to learn, always something somebody wants. Like, there's always something.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, trust me. I get it, girl. I get it. So tell us about what do you all have going on? Like any fun events coming up? Like what is some of the new things that you have going on there at the winery?
So there's always something going
Yeah.
on. I feel like, we've been trying a lot of different things. We've had a couple of paint and sips, which have been really successful. We have a few more coming up. we had this really cool event. We have 2 of them now where Portage Pottery came over from Chillicothe, and we did ceramic wine tumblers. So you get
Fun.
it, you paint it, she glazes it, and then you get it back, and it's really cool. So we'll have some more events with her coming up later on this year.
Do you drink wine while you're painting your wine tumbler?
You do.
Yeah.
You do.
So did you have anybody get a little bit frisky with their wine glasses? Because we had that happen at the brewery.
No.
Yeah. We did one of those once, and they got a little frisky with their wine glasses, so it was fun.
No, thankfully have not had that. I try to stay low key.
Okay.
So
Now
chill vibes.
I'm giving them ideas.
Yeah, but we have live music. We've had a couple trivia nights. Actually, we have trivia this Friday.
Fun.
It is, and it's really low key. We're not like vicious trivia people.
Okay.
Like my kids like to play.
Okay, good.
They try to
Okay.
give people a run for their money. Like, it's very low key.
Chill trivia.
So-
Okay, because sometimes people can get, shall we say, very serious about their trivia. Yes.
We have not had that so far, and we're not super competitive in that
And
area.
no frisky
so-
wine glass makers
No.
either. Gee,
No.
we're gonna have to bump you guys up a little bit.
Oh.
No, I'm just teasing you.
So, and some of the bigger things we have coming up is, this is our first season with all of the festivals. So,
Okay.
so
yeah.
I'm we're looking forward to seeing how that experience rolls out. Between like the same week we have the Pomeroy Stern Wheeler Regatta, we have Moth Fest and the Apple Fest. So
all the stuff and things.
all during the
Yes.
same week somehow. Somebody should think about breaking those up maybe a little bit. But
I know. I just heard that the Mothman and Apple was the same, and I was like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh. I don't know whether
Yeah.
that's a great thing or like a terrifying thing.
I'm not sure because we have a specialty wine for Moth Fest.
Yes.
And for Pomeroy. And then we also are doing specialty slushies for the Apple Fest and the Moth Fest.
Okay.
So
Ooh.
we'll see. We'll see what it looks like that week. But
It's gonna
probably
look like
be
insanity is what it's gonna look like, yeah.
But we're looking forward to it, and
Hey, you gotta have fun with it and go with it, right?
exactly
Embrace.
Embrace
the insanity.
Embrace it. Right.
Yes.
Yeah. So always something.
Well, let's talk about National Red Wine Day and maybe some of the reds that you all carry out at the winery.
Right. So I'm sure I'll forget many of them because we have so many at one time. But
About how many wines do you all different wines do you have at this
I
for
would
sale right
say-
now?
I would say at any given time it's about 30.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize it was going to be that many. Okay.
Yeah. There are some that we're probably not going to continue to make just after they are out of stock.
Yeah.
But majority we're still going to have, and we have some more coming back in. But so fun thing, or at least it's kind of fun, but maybe dorkish to to the rest of the people. My daughter and I have an ongoing debate about which dry red is better. So my favorite dry red is a Cab Sauv,
Okay.
which I think tends to be customer favorite.
Yes.
Hers is the Homestead Red, which is a Merlot.
Okay.
So, and then we have like kind of that customer favorite also of the Mothman,
Okay.
which I think sometimes is because it's called
Because it
Mothman,
says
right?
Mothman on it. Hello.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a red blend. So, every time that someone comes in and they pick the Cab Sauv, which is our fireside, over the Homestead, which is the Merlot and her favorite,
You're like,
I'm like, you're right. But yeah, those are a couple of the ones. We have also another dry called Moonlight, the Merry Moonlight. It is a Pinot Noir.
Okay.
So it's kind of, I think, least customer favorite, but it's still a good wine.
Yeah.
And then if we're moving into semis, we have like our Liquid Knowledge, which actually, if anybody saw the little Good Vibes video that I posted, that is our Frontenac that we turn into the Liquid Knowledge.
okay.
We had harvested it I think it was last Monday, either last Monday or the Monday before. Which is our first harvest season. That was pretty fun. So
I'll bet that's a lot of work, isn't it?
it wasn't too bad. Tim and Lisa came and helped us
Oh,
for
did
the
they?
first
Okay.
time, which was really sweet of them. The worst part, actually, I got stung twice by the saddleback caterpillars. Those are not fun. I do not recommend that experience.
That
ever.
just sounds awful. I don't know what that is, but it sounds awful.
Oh, it's like this little brown caterpillar, and it has like a green saddle-looking thing on it. And so...
And they obviously love grapes.
Oh, they must love grapes, and they did not love me. So they sting you, and it feels like it's a burning, and it lasts for a couple of days. It just burns and stings and hurts. So next year, maybe I'll wear gloves. I did not wear gloves this year.
Okay. Good to know.
But yeah, we have several reds, like I was saying, because I get squirrel and sidetracked, right? So semi-sweets, we have, let me think, the tea black, which it's a Concord Niagara blend.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then our sweets, we have several, you know, I mean, there's the autumn black and the blackberry and the blueberries. Like, there's all kinds of options. And soon our fall wines are going to be released. So then we have more options. So, yes.
So if I'm just giving you a heads up, if Cheryl comes down, she is an autumn black kind of girl. She's the
Okay.
one. She went to a winery in California and put Splenda in her wine. Yes, she did. She told on herself.
Oh.
I'll never get over it.
That's funny.
Yeah.
It's like sherry sangria.
Yeah. It was a thing. So don't give her the fireside.
You do not need the fireside. I have several for you. Like, if you have not tried the Gallia Red, I call it the Welch's grape juice. Like,
Yep.
And yeah, it's so good.
Do you
and
still have isn't there like a Bad Kitty?
There is a sangria.
Yeah, okay. I remember that one.
We do.
And the Autumn Black is sweeter.
Yes. Yeah, majority of our wines are sweet, and then pretty soon, it's not a red, but our Southern Belle is almost finished, so it'll be coming back out. It's a Moscato that a lot of people have been asking about. Lucky Seven's almost finished. It's cherry, also very good, and it doesn't taste like medicine, which, you know, is a lot of
there's a
people's
fine line.
complaints,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You know, they don't like the cherry because of that, but it is so good. And then we have, you know, Wishmaker coming out, Dandelion, again, not a red because
You know, dandelions aren't red.
no, but very good. But yeah, a lot of people have been asking about our fall and winter wines. So
Awesome.
falls will start getting released the week of the Moth Fest,
Okay.
and then kind of go from there. But yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
So let's talk about the experience when you come into the winery. You know, what could people expect? Because I could think, and I know it's like this with breweries too, because
Yeah.
everybody runs them differently. So
Sure.
people to walk in for the first time, sometimes it's intimidating.
Right.
A little bit. You don't know where to go, what to
Sure.
expect. So tell us about Merry Family, and you know, when you walk in for the first time, what do you do?
Right. So you walk through the door and you have this amazing wine selection just staring you in
it's just
the face.
right there in your face. Yeah.
You know, so, and of course, tables and chairs and such. And usually myself or my daughter are behind the bar or close proximity because, you know, you're always doing something. So, you know, we greet you. And typically I can kind of tell if
It's the
people
look.
have been there or not. You know, it's like first time here. So then I try to just say, you know, welcome to our tasting room. Give them the rundown of how we do our wines, how we do tastings, what's available to them. You know, we have obviously that first impression of the tasting room, but we also have a second floor, which we don't utilize quite as much right now. I'm assuming with colder weather, people want to use that more. But the outdoor patio really is gorgeous.
Yes.
You know, we have a huge seating area. It's covered. We have the waterfall, like my favorite part, you know. So, and then if you're there on a Friday or Saturday, we have the 850 grill, which is either doing barbecue or wood-fired pizza. And, you know, Erica and Joe are just the best. So.
Yeah. Oh, I know one of the questions that people ask all the time. Are you pet friendly?
So we don't allow pets beyond the front door, but people are more than welcome to sit on the front porch with their pets.
Okay. What about in the back patio? No. Okay. All right.
No.
Cool. Okay, that's totally fine. It's a question
is
I
a
get all the
common
time.
question, yeah.
Because a lot of people are traveling through and they have like
Right.
dogs with them or whatever.
Right.
So it's something that I get asked a lot. So I thought about that. Okay, so you can come in and you can, I assume, buy wine by the bottle or by the glass, or do you have the flight boards or
We do.
tasting boards?
So when you come in, you want to do a tasting. We have our tasting menu, and you just choose 6 that you would like to try. It's about an ounce per sample, so
Okay.
6 ounces total. And then we have this cool little caddy that, you know, it looks like it's very fragile and you could drop it and things are going to break, but it's actually pretty steady. So, yeah, we just tell you how to know what you're drinking. It's a very simple
Sure.
process. And then you can take it because, you know, people ask, where can I take this? I'm like, anywhere but off the front porch. Like, that is the
Don't get-
barrier.
Not in the parking lot. Yeah.
No, not the parking lot. So, you know, you're free to go and use the downstairs, the upstairs, the outside. You know, you can walk through the vines if you want. Like,
That's
but
pretty
yeah.
cool.
So, yeah.
So how much of the grapes do you? I mean, because you have a lot of vines out there.
About 450.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To nurture and care for and all of that. So what's the ratio kind of grapes that you grow there on site versus obviously I would guess that you have to get some of the grapes from somewhere else.
Right.
Just because they don't grow here
Right.
because we live in
Right.
Ohio. So
Which who knows what in the world the weather is going to bring for that
Exactly.
year. So, yeah. Percentage wise, for what we make, that's a hard question to answer because I'm not good at figuring that out. I would say majority, it's safe to say, come from outside suppliers,
Okay.
just because of what you're saying.
but that's not abnormal.
No.
Yeah.
And actually this year, so if you've ever been there or familiar with the vines, like our side vineyard was fine with this year's weather. Maybe not like top producing, but it still did pretty well. The back vineyard, unfortunately, because of all the wetness, our grapes rotted off the vines.
I could see that, yeah.
All of that, those that love the Ohio Moscato are out of luck for the next couple years because the weather destroyed the grapes. So,
But you know, so it's the same thing. I mean, you are farmers. You are, you know, we're in agriculture basically, and so it is dependent on weather, and it's unfortunate, but that's the way that the cookie crumbles, right?
right? I mean, you can only do so much
Yeah.
with the weather and trying to save grapes, and you know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But that's part of the challenge. If it were easy, everyone would do it, right?
Yes.
That's why you
right.
have the blood, sweat, and tears going on. I get it. So no, very good. So tell us about your hours and when can people come and do tastings, or just, you know, you
Sure.
can just stop in on date night and,
Yeah,
you know, have some
absolutely.
wine and
Absolutely.
enjoy yourself.
So for this year, because this may change next year, but we are open Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturdays 11 to 6. Fridays it's 11 to 8.
Okay.
So
So Wednesday through Saturday.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. And then you can find all that on social media and all that stuff too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we're doing wine tours. So if anybody wants to do a date night and do a wine tour or a date day, like that's something that we're
Fun.
able to offer. That it's really cool just to be depending on when you come on what we can offer for that. Like our couple that we had a couple weeks ago, like we hadn't harvested our grapes yet. So they were able to go out and like see the vines with the grapes, test the bricks, which is like the sugar content of
Oh,
it.
fun.
You know, and they got a pretty cool experience just because of the stage that
the
we were
timing.
in. Right.
Yeah.
And
Love
if you were
that.
in this week, you might get to smell the wine fermenting. Like it is the best smell.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fun. Well, come on out to Mary Family Winery. They are located in, is it Bidwell? Is it
It
officially
is.
Bidwell?
It is.
Right off Rodney Pike, across from the Love's, what do we call that? Truck
This-
stop?
Yeah, that's station. Yeah.
Travel center?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds more PC. Because we're super PC here. But yeah, like, so if you're headed toward Gallipolis from Jackson, look left. It's the old Jewel Evans grist mill, and it's a beautiful wood building there. It says winery on the side of it. Shocker.
Right.
You can't miss it.
No, you can't.
Plenty of parking, super easy access. So come on out, please, and check it out. And so let's make it National Red Wine Week, and then that way, you know, they don't have to celebrate today. But they could, because you're open today.
We are.
Yes.
Getting ready to head back here in a little bit and get things going. So.
And then you do have the food truck on the weekends, right?
Yep, Fridays and Saturdays.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And you can get some great barbecue.
Yes, or pizza.
Or pizza.
I mean, either one, you're no.
I mean, you can't go wrong
No,
with either.
you
so.
can't. Either way.
Very good. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming in. We greatly appreciate it. And Cheryl says she has some messages now. And then we're going to be back with our good friend Amanda and talk about some cool things going on in Vinton County. So we'll be right back after this.
Okay, Adrian said it worked. Lies, Adrian,
Lies.
Lies, Adrian, lies. I got nothing.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. We're going to just very weirdly switch you guys out.
Sounds good.
So come on over, Amanda. All right. And Amanda from... You're freaking her out, Amanda.
I don't know why the buttons aren't working.
All right.
Thanks, Ashley. We'll see you soon.
That's okay. Hey. I deal with technical difficulties every day. So
It's all right. Yes. It's
Yes.
all good.
Right
It's
now,
all good.
I don't even have working internet, so it happens.
It's
you
a
know?
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
We just go with it. Cheryl, you're doing
Yes.
great, sweetie.
I'll just hold up my pictures on my phone.
There we go.
Yeah.
She got us on. I mean, that's pretty good.
Right, yeah.
I couldn't have
We're
even
here.
done that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Adrian did it from home.
Oh, Adrian did it from home. Okay.
That's okay.
It's all right. It's all right. So Amanda is here, and Amanda, you would know her as Amanda Boring, but except for now you're not.
Yes, I got married, so I'm now Amanda Mason. So if you see Amanda Mason on post, it's still me. I'm still the same person. I'm now married.
So yeah, and she went off and eloped and didn't tell anyone.
Yes, I did.
And someday we'll tell the story because it's a pretty good one.
Yep, we'll have to wait a little bit for people to be a little less mad.
Yeah.
We can tell the story.
Completely not telling parents or anything, for a long time.
Yeah, it's like almost 2 months. Yeah.
I mean, normal everyday stuff.
Yeah, gotta keep people on their toes, right?
You are a goofball, I tell you what.
Yeah.
No, that's very cool. And congratulations.
Thank
We're
you.
so happy for you.
Thank you.
And we know that it's going to be great. Just a little shocking to everybody that was not involved,
Yes.
which was basically
Everyone.
except for you and your husband.
Well, the
and-
way we told everyone was I just changed my status on Facebook to married. So that was kind of, that was how we let the cat out of the bag.
Of course you did. I mean, that just goes along with the whole rest of the story.
Right, yeah. I had people text me like, did you just announce you're married? I was like, yeah, I am.
For 2 months.
Yeah. So it's okay. It was fun. Made for a cool story.
Yeah, it definitely does. Yeah, for sure. Well, tell us about some of the things going on in Vinton County.
Yes, so I'm here to talk about an exciting project we have starting in September.
Okay.
And so I think maybe I touched on it the last time I was here, but I have more details now.
Okay.
So we are doing a mural to honor Maud Collins. Yay, we have a picture.
Cheryl, I'm so proud of you.
So this is a sketch done by Pam, now I might pronounce this wrong, Kellogg, I believe is how you say her last name, Pamela Kellogg. She is from Ross County. I believe
Okay.
she is going to be here in September on Main Street TV. I know
Okay.
it was Red told me they were talking on trying to get her on here,
Okay.
but I will be at a conference that time, so we couldn't be together. But this is her rough sketch. So there's still some things she needs to add. So, you can see down in the corner by the sheriff's building, it says gingerbread will go here. Because one thing that's really cool is she researches the topic that she's going to do the mural on to make sure it's as accurate as possible.
Okay.
So if you're familiar with Vinton County, right next to the courthouse, which the mural will be on the courthouse, is the old sheriff's office, which is where Maud served.
Is it
so-
still there? Because I
Yes.
know they were talking about tearing it down at one point.
Yes,
Will
it is
be
still
torn
there.
down?
That is uncertain.
Okay.
So that's also kind of why we wanted to make sure we included that in the mural in case it was torn down. People could still see what it looked like.
Sure.
So it has been added on to in, I don't know, many years ago. So it doesn't have the original porch that it used to have.
Okay.
And so we did a lot of research going to the Historical Society and things, trying to find pictures of what that used to look like because she wanted
Sure.
to paint it historically accurate. So I actually just like last week, a gentleman had posted on Facebook a postcard that he had found of the jail, which was in the sheriff's department. So it was the jail back in the day.
Was he inside the jail or outside
No,
of the jail?
it was a picture of
This
a
is
postcard.
me.
Yeah, but he had posted it and it had the original porch on it. So
Oh,
that was just
cool.
like a recent development that I sent her like a few days ago. So she's going to piece together all of the random pictures I found to try and make it look as accurate as possible. And so that's still in the works, of course. And the background won't be white. It'll be more of like a beige color. It's going to go on the west side of the courthouse. Across from Mamarini's.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you'll be able to see it from 3 spots of the red light. So,
That's fun.
Yeah, so you can see it from
Yeah,
almost all
love that.
corners, which is nice. And then it'll be 17 foot wide by 20-ish foot tall. She said, I'll measure that when I have my lifts. So the height is to be determined until she gets there and can actually lift
I'm
up
just
and
going to
measure.
tell you, these people that can do murals, well, number one, art in general, but
Right.
the people that do murals, that's a whole other insanity.
Oh, yeah.
Talent.
It's insane. And people watch her do it. So I painted the windows in my office yesterday and I just put like a little scarecrow and sunflowers and pumpkins, so nothing of that level. And I had people walking by and they're just standing there watching me. I was like, please don't.
Yeah, I know.
So like I couldn't imagine her like doing something that large of a scale and
Gonna be
having an audience.
really, really cool. I'm just in awe of folks that have that that talent. So
Yeah.
let's back up for a minute and tell the story of Maud Collins, because in a world where women still probably don't get a fair shake, she was doing something that is incredible.
Yeah, so in 1925, her husband Fletcher was killed in the line of duty, which is, I should not say we, I'm not painting any of it. She is going to put an image of the plaque in his honor because we could really only find like one picture of him and it was really old and not not the best looking, so we couldn't
But he was
get,
the sheriff, right?
Yes. And so when he was killed in the line of duty, she was appointed in his place, which in 1925 is crazy for a woman to be,
How did that happen? That's
Yeah,
just nuts to me.
So I guess from what I've been told, I don't know for sure what else accurate. I wasn't alive then, but it was offered to the coroner, and the coroner didn't want it. And so then, because she was his wife, she took the role or whatever. Now she was a single mother of 5 at that point because he had passed. So she did this while being, a mom of young children, and she was pretty young herself, to my understanding. And so then the following year in 1926 was then elected as sheriff. So she was originally appointed, but then she went on to earn it. Yeah. And
people voted for her.
Yeah, and she beat male candidates in the primary in general. So yeah, that's pretty impressive that, especially 100 years ago, the times are way different then. So
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like I said, we're still struggling to try to get a fair shake
Right.
sometimes, and there she was 100 years ago, killing it.
Yes.
Did she have a background in law enforcement, or do you know?
No, I don't believe so. I've heard that she was like the cook for the jail. Like she just, because her husband was the sheriff and stuff, so she made the food. I don't know if that's true or not. So she was, I'm sure, involved in it because of her husband, but I don't think she had any other background. But
Maybe she knew more of the ins and outs than anybody, though, because
Yeah.
of that.
being like right there, on it. And then she went on to, because, she was the first female sheriff in Ohio, which is incredible. And then she went on to be, the first female sheriff to deliver inmates to, I think it was the state penitentiary. She solved I might get this wrong, a double murder case, I believe, because she was able to identify like the footprints and like solved this big murder, and she got like national recognition for stuff. And then she went
That
on to
is
be the
so
clerk
cool.
of courts for Vinton County, and then after that, I'm not sure. I want to say she moved away, but I don't know for sure what happened after the clerk of courts. But Yeah, so she did a lot of impressive things in her time as well.
As a single
Right.
mother of 5 children.
Right, and
Yeah.
back in that time, I'm sure that there wasn't daycares or school to send the
Sure.
kids to that young. So, yeah, she was able to manage all of that. It's impressive.
What an incredible lady. That's pretty neat. And it happened right here in Vinton County, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
And so this mural will be to honor her.
Mm-hmm.
And this is kind of like, you know, the world's largest acorn. I can see people, you know, driving to come see this because
Yeah.
not only the first woman sheriff around here, but in Ohio.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we actually, since it's 100 years since her appointment, and it kind of just fell into that. So I had a phone call from someone from the Ohio Arts Council, and they're like, hey, we don't have a lot of arts projects in Vinton County. We have grant funding available. You should apply for it and think of a project. I'm like, okay, yeah, let me think of it. So I just started thinking,
pressure.
like, you know, yeah, I was like, I mean, there's a lot of things we could do art related.
Sure.
We should do. So I was like, you know, what could we start with? And, you know, I was really heavy into researching mod and stuff because in March was our 175th birthday. And so I was just looking at all the other anniversaries and birthdays and, you know, things we could recognize then. And, you know, I just was like, man, that's really impressive. Like, I have to think about it. I was like, in 1925, you know, a woman was chose, like that's crazy, you know? And so I just kept
Yeah.
looking into it. And then, you know, when she said that, it was a few weeks later, it kind of clicked with me. I was like, we should do a mural. Like, you know, we don't have many murals
Yeah.
or public art pieces.
And celebrate mod.
And yeah, and so I was
Yeah.
like, where could we put this, you know? And then the talk of the sheriff's department being torn down came about. So I was like, well, you know, what can we do? And kind of save the history of that and of mod. And so then I was like, well, we could do a mural and kind of incorporate both. And then someone had referred Pam to me, so I just called her and I was like, hey, I have no idea if this is going to work out or if I'll even get the funding or anything, but what do you think of this? Would you be interested? And she was like, let me come to your office home and talk. So she came and
Sweet.
she was like, you know, her husband retired from Sojourners in Vinton County and had done the youth build program, and he had built the gazebo that's beside the courthouse, which you will be able to see the mural from. So it was kind of
Yeah.
cool connection.
It's
and
all gone full circle.
yeah, and she said that they both love the story of mod and they've retold it places and stuff. And so she was like, I'm very passionate about this. Like, let's figure out how to make this work. So I applied for the grant, and we haven't officially heard back from that yet, but all signs point to good things. So hopefully
Yeah.
we'll get that. And aside from that, we've raised, I think I'm up to $14,000 now. That we've had, you know, community members donate and businesses donate to the mural. So, you know, if we get that grant, that'll put us at about $1,000 shy of our goal. And so, anyway, I forget why I started this long story, but anyway.
No, it's all very
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, so-
because it all ties together. It's really kind of neat.
Yeah, so you know, I applied for the grant, and then that's kind of how we got with mod being our subject. And then the more people I talked to about it, they're like, wow, this is awesome, you know. So I went to the commissioners and I was like, hey, so I have an idea. You guys might not like it, but can I have a mural painted on the side of the building? And they were very receptive and very supportive, and they were like, yeah, that's a great thing to have on our building, you know.
Yeah, and it's
honoring
again a
her-
tourism thing. Like
Right.
people are going to drive by there because you have to think how many people drive through that intersection.
Absolutely, yeah.
And they're going to be like, "What?"
Yeah. And
is so cool.
It is on, you know, the newest part of the building because the courthouse will eventually need to be tuck pointed.
Yes.
Yes,
Yep,
with
that's
the
the
brick.
word.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that part is the newest part of the building that doesn't need redone.
Okay.
So they were like, you know, and that's the flattest part, and it sticks out from the rest of the building. So it's like she's going to be standing out even more.
It's just the
Yes.
perfect canvas.
Yes. So anyway, they have now dedicated October 9th as Maud Collins Day in Vinton County.
Okay.
Because that is the day she was appointed. So the mural is supposed to begin in September, weather permitting. We should hopefully have a finished mural around October 9th. In a perfect world, it would be done then, and we can have the mural dedication on that day. But, you know, you never know what Ohio weather is going to be like.
No.
Right. So if that happens, we are going to have the dough maker is going to set up downtown that day, and then 30% of the proceeds, I think 20 or 30%, now that I say it, I might be wrong, a percentage of the proceeds of what they sell will go towards the mural. And then we also have Spring Street Sports. They're going to do T-shirts.
Oh, cool.
And then percentage of that will go towards funding the mural too, because you know, we have a goal of 20,000. That's what it takes for Pam to do her part, but we want to be able to do a little bit more, maybe like put a bench there, or we want to put a
make it
sign of
super
our
nice.
donors and stuff. Yeah, we don't
Yeah.
want to just put a mural on the building and be like, okay, that's all. So want to kind of amp it up, and so our goal is to hopefully get more than 20,000, and then we're gonna try to do. If people take a picture with the mural and they post it and then they come to the visitor center and show us, they'll get a free sticker of the mural to take back with them. So that way they have a piece of it to go
Fun.
and share, and Pam was okay with us, doing that. So
And to pass along, Vinton County heritage, and the story of this incredible
Yeah.
lady is just so fun.
right, and it's not like it. I mean, it is Vinton County history, but it shouldn't just matter to people from Vinton County.
No.
It's all across the state and even the country. Like it's an amazing thing that she was the first female sheriff, and so it's something that people all around the state can celebrate. It's not like it's just something of our history.
I wonder, I'll bet you'd be hard pressed to find a female sheriff across the country now. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm sure that they are, and I'm sure that there are many, but not still
Yeah.
probably to this
Yeah.
day.
It's still a very male dominated career. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Not knocking anyone. I'm just saying that's the truth.
Yeah.
So let alone 100 years ago. Whoa.
Yeah.
Maud, you go, girl.
I know it's crazy, and her historical marker is right in front of the building as well. So it'll all tie
All
in.
tied
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Less than
love that.
60.
Do what?
Less than 60 female sheriffs in the U.S.
In the
Oh,
U.S.,
Less than 60.
there are
Wow.
less than 60. Cheryl just said there's less than 60 female sheriffs in the U.S.
I'm looking at less than 2%.
Wow. That just makes it even more exciting.
I know.
Yeah, that's crazy. Especially, I mean, I just can't wrap my brain around 100 years ago, because when did women get the right to vote? I should probably know
I don't know.
that,
When
but
was that? I was getting ready to ask that exact question.
5?
That's what I thought. It was around the time.
That she was. I guess I could ask that girl on my phone. We should know this.
I know.
Shame on us as
I know.
women. We should know this.
I want to say it was 1920 is my guess, but that could be wrong. No.
1920.
Oh,
19.
okay.
So
I
it
do
was
know
like
it.
super,
Yeah.
like close to that time. Though.
Yeah, so I mean, women barely had the right to vote, and then a woman won sheriff. So it was, it's very impressive.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, very cool. So, if anybody wants to contribute to the mural and celebrate Maud, how can they do so?
Yeah, so they can write a check to us, which is the Vinton County Department of Tourism. It's a mouthful, so you can put, VC Department of Tourism. Or they can bring cash to the auditor's office if they, because we can't take any like card payments, so it has to be cash or
Okay.
check. So we don't accept cash in our office, but the auditor's office handles our finances. So you can just go into the courthouse and take it to them.
because they have, and if you don't know how like things like this work, like the auditor has like a line item for each
Yes.
individual organization or
Yeah.
whatever, so they can put it right
Yes.
to that.
We have a
and it
line
will be
just for the
documented.
mural. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'm keeping a list of all the donors as well. I have them wrote down, but if I tried to name them, I'd probably miss a few. But two of our biggest donors was Austin Powder and Vinton County National Bank.
Sure.
And then we had Jayco Metalworks with the Fisher House. So those are, I guess, our top 3 donors. And then we had locals, and we've had people from other counties donate as well. So they can bring that in, donate to the auditor's office or us, and then their name will be on the plaque, whether they donate $5, $10, whatever. I want everyone to be recognized because, they all help make it
Yeah,
happen. So,
absolutely.
yeah.
Well, very cool. And so you can help out with this mural and celebrate Maud and her 100-year ago sheriff
Yes.
appointment. Like, that is something cool.
Yeah. Well, and they also can, once the T-shirts are ready at Spring Street Sports, buying those will contribute too.
Okay.
As well. So that's
good.
one way to. And now I was waiting to. I had messaged him before I went on to see if I could get a mock-up of the T-shirt, but it's either going to be our logo or Maud. He was working on both, so I'm not sure what the final
Okay.
one will be, but we'll share it on our Facebook whenever it's ready to go, and then
Then you can get it.
yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
Well, very cool. So what else do you have going on? Because you always have a lot of projects that you're working on. And what are some of the fun things you have going on in Vinton County right now?
Yeah, so we're getting ready for fall. Of course, I'm ready for fall.
I mean, why? Because it's been 98 degrees every day?
Yeah, right, yeah. And I want to wear long sleeves and not sweat. So, they're having the Midnight at Moonville Festival in Zaleski this year in partnership with Moonville Market. And so they're going to do all kinds of things. Like, I think they're having like a zombie 5K or some type of haunted 5K. And then they're going to have vendors set up in, I don't really want to say downtown Zaleski because there really is no town of Zaleski. If you've been there, you know, but it's in the park area of Zaleski. And then I believe Jeanette Quackenbush is doing on her own a separate thing. She's starting her fall hikes at the Moonville Tunnel where you can go out, and she does ghost stories at night and things, and you can ghost hunt. And she does a whole thing out there. And so I've never went. I'm terrified of ghosts and the dark, so not my cup of tea, but she does really well at it, and a lot of people enjoy it.
No, people do. I mean,
yeah.
she's a legend.
Yeah, and then, of course, Lake Hope is doing their Roar Days.
What's that?
It is, I can't remember what it stands for, but it's something with Appalachia,
Okay.
Appalachian heritage. So it's at the park, and then they, in previous years, it's kind of been spread out throughout the park and like the schoolhouse and kind of all throughout the state forest. But they all do like wagon rides. There's a lot of different activities you can do to immerse you in the Appalachian culture. So I know the last time I went, they had one of those big logs, and you could get with a friend, and you saw a piece off, and they spray paint like a thing on it. There was a lady that was spooling some wool to make yarn thread.
So you
or
get
whatever.
to see like
so you get to see a lot of
that.
cool stuff like that. There was people there playing live music on like banjos and things, and there's vendors set up, and they do a lot of other things too.
Well, let's just say that if you don't go to Lake Hope in the fall, you are missing out on one of the most incredible sights you will ever see. Go up to the lodge and look off the deck, and you don't need anything else. Like,
right. Yeah, you just sit there and eat your lunch on the patio, and it's
the
so nice.
leaves and it is just absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. And now Lake Elma, they also, it's really pretty in the fall too. They're doing, they always have like a Halloween camp out.
Yep.
And they do, other fall activities there too. So all of those we put on our calendar. We now have a Dear Locals page on our website as well. So we put all of the county events that would be of interest to locals and visitors on our just regular events calendar. But we now have a Dear Locals calendar. And a page with just resources for our local residents too, because we don't want them to feel like visitors in their own home. And so we have, meetings like our meetings, the commissioners' meetings, different meetings for other nonprofits. If there's a benefit auction going on, or like the Vinton County Cancer Research Group, they do their cancer walk is coming up September 13th, and so we put that on that calendar because that's maybe not something that a visitor would come here for, but they might stumble across it while they're here.
And
want to
participate.
Do it. But
for sure.
Might not be a draw for them to come here, but we also want a place for our locals to come to get the information they want. So we've started putting, even if it's just like the Democratic or Republican Party has a meeting, we put that on there and stuff like that. So that way our locals also have a chance to feel like they're a part of their community still.
Awesome. Well, thank you for doing all of that.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to have the artist come back and talk about Maud. And that's just such a fun project.
Yeah, I'm so excited. She's super excited too. And I'm very excited to watch her work. I can't wait to see it all come together.
I feel like we need to time lapse that sucker.
Yes, absolutely.
For sure. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, Amanda, and now it is Mason.
Yes.
So if you see her out and about and see a different name, it's still the same girl. And congratulations on your wedding. We appreciate that. And we appreciate you stopping by today.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
All right. Of course, anytime. You know that. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, Pete Wilson is in the house, and maybe.
It might work.
Okay, we maybe have a message, and if not, we're just going to switch these two out and talk news.
Awkward transition?
Yes. We'll try it. Nope. Okay. Come on over, Pete Wilson. We're having a little technical difficulties today. It's A-okay. So what's going on, buddy?
Okay, well, we've got a lot to talk about as we're heading into the Labor Day weekend, both past and future, and today. But one of the things that we promoted in the Telegram yesterday is something I think a lot of people are excited about, not just in Jackson and Jackson County, but beyond. That, of course, is the appearance of the Ohio State University Marching Band during
Yes.
the Apple Festival.
Craziness.
Oh, exactly. We remember, you and I are both old enough to remember 2001.
Yes.
When the Apple Festival, or when
Seems
the,
like yesterday.
when the band was there. And as big as the Apple Festival is, as many people as it draws, it just made it exponentially bigger as far as the attendance and concern. I'm not sure I remember crowds any larger than that
it was
along the parade route.
wild.
And of course, now we have an Apple Festival band show, and they're going to be part of that too. I remember in 2001 they did it, of course, at what is now the middle school, but it'll be so much better up at Alumni Stadium where they can make that, I assume, that tunnel entrance that is part of their signature.
Of course.
But the best damn band in the land, you have a chance to see them free at the parade. You better get there early, though.
Yeah, I would suggest you get
if
there
you want to
early,
be
yes.
close to the front row there on that long parade route. But of course, that's 7:45 p.m. on Saturday, September 20th. That is the finale day of the Apple Festival. There'll be a bunch of other high school bands as well. There you see the band on with another one of its signatures, of course, the famous Script Ohio, which whether you're an Ohio State Buckeye football or basketball fan at all, you've got to love the band and what it does and how it adds to the atmosphere of the home games, or even if you're watching, on television, which you usually get a chance to do with the telecast. But the band show, want to talk about that a little bit. It's going to start at 1 o'clock this time. 12 high school bands from around the area, and normally, in addition to the host band Jackson, in the past, Oak Hill has always come, Vinton County has always come. Not sure about Wellston this year because they are a competition band, and sometimes they're going to competitions on Saturday. But it's at 1 o'clock. It is open seating. You are advised to get tickets in advance. Now, it's a huge stadium, 6,000 seats. There's probably going to be plenty. Normally, they don't open the visitors' stands for the band show because there's enough seating in the home.
I'll bet they do this year.
They will this year, and it is first come, first serve.
Okay.
Gates open at noon. If you want to get tickets in advance, you can. There's some different places to get them. They're $20 each. Normally, they're I think it was $8 last year, but obviously, you're not going to get even if it's just the Ohio State band in a dedicated performance, it's going to be hard to get a ticket for much less than that. But they can be purchased from the Jackson Band Boosters at home football games, and there is a home football game this Friday against Gallia Academy. Also at Callahan Insurance, 216 Pearl Street in Jackson. At Red Apple Realty, that's 345 East Main Street in Jackson. Once again, no reserved seatings. When you buy a ticket, it's just for admission. And it's first come, first serve as far as where you sit. Gates will open once again at noon. Band show starts at 1. I'm guessing it will probably be close to a 2-hour show because you've got 12 performances from high school bands, and I'm guessing that OSU will be the finale act there.
Probably, yes.
All
Very
right.
cool.
Okay, speaking of football, this is a big weekend at Jackson High School because Alumni Stadium is the host site for the new University of Rio Grande Red Storm football team.
That's right.
They are so excited at the University of Rio Grande over this, not just because, there's lots of football fans in the area, but they feel that this will be a great thing for the university and the college, a great recruiting thing, increased interest in the community because now you have another football team to root for. But, of course, there's no stadium down at Rio Grande. That would be a very that would be a very big undertaking at the very beginning. But you've got Alumni Stadium just about 15 miles away. So all the home games for University of Rio Grande Red Storm will take place at Alumni Stadium. And the very first game of the season is at Alumni Stadium this Saturday. It is scheduled at 3:30 p.m. strategically just after probably the Ohio State game is over with a noon telecast.
That's right.
On Fox. So tickets are available. Big stadium, shouldn't have any trouble getting in. And of course, in addition to the debut of the football team, they will also this will also be the debut for the University of Rio Grande band.
Yes.
Which I know you've had the director here talking about that, and that's exciting. In the long run, in the short run, and even more in the long run, I think it's going to involve a lot of local and area students in the collegiate activities of football and band that maybe wouldn't have been available to them so much before because of the convenience of where we're at in Rio Grande.
Absolutely.
Just very close to, our home counties, Jackson, Vinton, Gallia. So it should be very exciting. They'll be playing Defiance College. Don't know what to expect, but do remember it is a building block situation.
Yeah, right. We just started this
And
whole
this
situation.
is the first year. I do know, speaking locally, a lot of the kids on the team, young men on the team, are from away. They've done a good job recruiting, not just locally, but outside the area. But I know for sure, I looked on the depth chart that they released, one of the starters will be a local young man, Andy Meldick, who played at Oak Hill High School.
Okay.
He is
Awesome.
listed as one of the starting safeties on the defensive team. And of course, WKOV 96.7 FM will be the home station for the University of Rio Grande on those home games. And our own sports director here at Total Media, Eric Landrum, and his brother, Bubba Landrum, will be bringing the play-by-play and the color commentary. They're really doing it upright. Eric has put together not only a good plan for the broadcast, sponsored as well, but there's going to be a pregame show. I think that starts at 3 o'clock, and then a post-game show as well. So I think, they'll be doing it right. A lot of people should be excited about that.
Oh, yes.
And, we've had this run of pleasant weather here as we move out of summer towards the fall. And the weather looks like it's going to be great this weekend for those high school football games.
Love that.
And for the University of Rio Grande. And for those who do not know the background, the University of Rio Grande once had football, but not since 1949. That was the last year. I'm not sure about a marching band, whether they've ever had that or not.
I don't think so.
But they do now.
They do now, by golly, and it's going to be fantastic.
Right. Okay. Well, from the law enforcement front, we're going to try to help out the Jackson County Sheriff's Office, who is trying to help out a crime victim. The Sheriff's Office is searching through a stolen utility vehicle, which is known as a Gator.
Oh.
This is a 2017 model John Deere Gator. There it is. Thank you, Cheryl.
Well, those aren't cheap.
Right. It was stolen apparently sometime Monday evening, very recently, from a residence or property off Monroe Hollow Road, which is southeast of Oak Hill in a rural area. The Sheriff's Office is urging anyone with information about the incident or the whereabouts of this stolen vehicle, and it's up there for the viewers right now, to please come forward. Tips can be reported by calling the Jackson County Sheriff's Office. That's 740-286-6464. Officials remind the public that tips can remain anonymous if you're worried about that part. We have that posted also on our Telegram Facebook and on our website as well.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's not good.
Right, exactly. So, last Saturday, there was an event in Wellston off the depot. We talked about that heading into it, and I think I might have mentioned it earlier in the week that they had it, but I'm not sure we showed the pictures, but we're going to do that now. That was the Overdose Awareness 5K Run event.
Yes.
That it is now named in honor, in memorial tribute to the late Jackson County Municipal Court Judge Mark Music. And he had a lot to do with starting this event in 2024. And it's a 5K run, but what it is about is creating awareness, support, and raising money for the drug overdose problem and supporting those victims, supporting those families. It's a show of emotional support for them as well. As you can see, there was a pretty good crowd there around the depot there in Wellston. When the run was over, the run/walk was over, they did a balloon launch, kind of a symbolic support. Those who had lost loved ones or friends to the scourge of drug addiction were there to launch balloons or soak it all in, and certainly some group support and solidarity there as well. And who else was there to help the court staff? Well, I'll tell you about this picture here that Cheryl's put up. That was one of the pictures that Alex Shope took. I thought it was cute. Adrian Navarro, she's in the shade. She was the second place runner among the females. And as you can see, another young lady was trying to keep up with her right there as they crossed the finish line. And she's watching. The little girl, she's competitive. She's watching to see if she is ahead of Adriana.
Love that.
All right. And then another court staffer there, that's Piper. That was the official Jackson County Municipal Court judge. court dog. The judge music was very tight with the dog when he was alive, as well as the court staff. And Piper is kind of like the mascot of the court now.
That's
and of course,
awesome.
he was there in a overdose awareness T-shirt, along with the staff and others who participated in the run. So we had to show Piper there as well. Should have said this yesterday, Jennifer, but I'll say it today. You can check out, when you check out our paper that was put out yesterday, and of course the online version as well, you've got to take a look at those piggy pages. that we have.
Yes.
We had it on a back page in color, and there are 40 of them all over from Jackson and Vinton counties. This, of course, is the Jackson Vinton Farm Bureau Hog Wild thing. And, you know, that's been going for a while, and I thought it would be popular, but it has exceeded my expectations.
yes.
And
It's
we have one
crazy
out
popular.
front, by the way.
Yes,
Yeah,
Elvis Pigsley.
So yeah, if I can be a shill a little bit, support our pig that is out front. Great job by Cheryl
Yep.
and Sean Langley, I think, that collaborated on that design. A takeoff on Elvis Presley. What do we call it, Cheryl?
Elvis Pigsley.
Elvis Pigsley.
Yes.
Right, exactly. So anyway, there's 40 of them. And I hate to say this, Cheryl, as good as ours is, there's a lot of others that are great too.
People are so
I
creative.
cannot believe how creative these people are, not only with their designs, but the names they come up with for the piggies. These, of course, are ceramic piggy banks that are, of course, decorated to the nines. And so you can vote for your favorite pig at the place of business or the office where the piggy is, or you can go online to the Jackson Vinton Farm Bureau Facebook page and vote too. And how do you vote? You vote with your money. Every penny is a vote.
That's right.
And I think they have different categories. Most money when you collect it, most money overall, best decorated, like that.
Yep.
So, all right, one other thing we want to tell you from the Oak Hill Public Library. They have started something called their Mystery Books promotion. It actually started the first of the week.
Okay.
They've done this before. It was very popular, and they're bringing it back. Starting this week, children are able to check out what is called mystery books. This is material wrapped up to disguise their true identities. The goal is to encourage young readers and their families to see it all to the library, and if they don't have one, to get a library card for future use. The first 45 students who get a mystery book will get a surprise gift and a certificate for a free Pizza Hut personal pan pizza.
Yes.
So there you go. There is an incentive there to read as well. I want to remind you also, Nick Rupert keeps telling us about the good things that are happening with the Vinton County Air Show. That
yes.
date is Sunday, September the 21st. The day
We
right
should have
after.
talked about that.
The day-
Shame on us.
She'll
Maud
ha-
got us.
She'll have another chance. She'll
Yes.
have another chance.
We'll have Amanda
But
back.
the Pilot and Boosters Association are responsible for the operation of the airport. They're the ones who put on the air show. It's a relatively small group, as you might guess, Pilot and Boosters, but they do a great job with that air show. They call
That's
it
right.
the largest free air show in Ohio.
Yep.
I don't think anybody can top them, but that is something to see. That's Sunday, September the 21st. We're going to have another news release in the Telegram soon about the lineup there, the aerial lineup.
Cool.
Speaking of the Apple Festival, which is, of course, that same week as the air show, you can now get pre-sale ride passes, Jennifer. That saves you a lot of money, you know, through your kids or adults, whoever wants to ride the rides. It saves you a lot of money if you have those passes in advance, as opposed to buying individual rides during the festival. They cost $15. They are good for unlimited rides one day during the festival. They can be redeemed at the ticket booth during the festival. They are for one person and are non-refundable. Pre-sale ride passes can be purchased at the following businesses. Now, you can get them now. You don't have to wait till next week.
It's a good value,
Or closer
too.
to the festival, exactly. It is. You will save a lot of money. Sherwood Folks Insurance, Virgil Hamilton Insurance, Nana's House, Oak Hill Garage, Southern Ohio Smiles, Cavalier Roller Rink, Apple City Wholesalers, Jones Stevenson Insurance, Ohio Valley Bank in Jackson and Wellston. The Jackson Area Festival events members also have them as well. So a lot coming up. Ohilco is next week too. The Ohio Hill Country Festival always starts the day after, or the second day after Labor Day, because they
Yep.
used to do Tuesday, now they start on Wednesday, they go through Saturday.
Yep.
We're tracking down a bunch of information on that. We will have that well publicized in Saturday's edition of the Telegram. And of course, Friday night football coming as well.
You got
All
it.
4 local teams in action.
All right. And don't forget that University of Rio Grande football game also on Saturday.
You can say you were there when football came back to
Yep.
the University of Rio Grande.
Something special.
Good luck
for
to
sure.
the coach and the players. You know, they have to be a little nervous.
Yes, they do.
Making their big debut.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And we will be back here on your TGIF. And we'll party then. How's that, Pete?
Why not?
Oh, it's National Red Wine Day, so you need to participate tonight.
Okay.
You and Pam.
All right. Well, where can I get some red wine, I wonder?
I know a place.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I think I know a place too.
All right. Well, have a great day, everyone, and we'll see you right back here in the morning. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.